Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So, today we are going to talk about this DPS like ranking statistic thing here. Now, this is what we're showing right now is we're showing the 95th percentile, so players who are parsing really high. This is the players that are, probably one of the best at their class on this raid, sometimes on particular bosses. This is an average of all bosses. But there's a lot of things to look into. So when I show a video, like I did one of my last videos, showing the best DPS, well, these are pretty much the classes that are doing the top damage, right? There's going to be different fights that have different classes are doing more, obviously. But I wanted to talk about something that comes up a lot, and the biggest thing with this is, let's say I say Shadow Priest right here is doing like number 1. Well, maybe you have a Shadow Priest in your raid that isn't top DPS, but they're the highest eye level in your raid. They're the best class. Why aren't they doing these numbers? Well, this is the highest. These are some of the highest parsers in the game. So their knowledge or their usage of the class is way better than maybe your Shadow Priest. Not saying your Shadow Priest is bad, just saying maybe they're not the best, right? The lower you parse, the difference in classes start to become, I guess you can say. Sometimes classes that are really low, or actually let's do this example. Let's say there's a class that is doing amazing, but they're really hard to play. Well, if you start looking at lower parses because that player's not parsing high because maybe they're not familiar with the class or whatever, that class becomes way lower because you don't know how to play it. So let's look at some lower parses, for example. What am I going to title this video? Best DPS classes for bad players. And I'm not trying to say you're bad. I'm just going to put the title out like that. So we always look at the best, right? But let's look at the worst. What are the best classes for bad players? So we're looking at 95% right now. Let's look at 10%, okay? So I'm going to go down to 10%. Now, do you notice that the classes change? Okay? So now when you're looking at these, the DPS here, all right. Beast Mastery Hunter number 1, great. Affliction Warlock, Elemental, and so on. I want you guys to go to Warcraft logs. This is where I go to kind of just mess around. I just enjoy this stuff, looking at different fights and looking at some of the best players in the world that have their logs viewable, so we can kind of see what happens. Sometimes logs are really sometimes people do a lot of crazy things to get really high parses on certain fights, right? But if you just look at it thoroughly, you can kind of pick which guys are doing that, and you can kind of find averages. So when I do a video like this, it's mainly just a wide variety. Hey, this is kind of cool. Look who's the best here. Look what these guys are doing here. It's probably not going to be the same looking at your raid group, a group of friends. Okay, it's definitely different. So there's a lot that we can go on for a really long time nitpicking at a lot of things. But I just wanted to share this information with the people that are a little confused and not understanding why certain classes might not be performing certain ways in their own certain raid groups. So Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows, right? I'm just making this video for fun, and I'm trying to clear up a few things. But that said, like, favorite, share, subscribe. Do what you need to do. And if you're a bad player, Beast Mastery Hunter looks really good. So, let's keep it at that. Alright, guys. Talk to you soon.